I'm making this drop leaf table, and there's going to be a video on the tabletop and the table itself. But I want it to be oval. So I want this to be longer from this direction than this direction, but I want it to be a curve. And I've been debating how to do it. There's a old method where you can drive 2 nails and have some string and then run the string around and you can make your oval. But the problem with that method is it's not particularly precise, and I'm really wanting this to be right on the mark. So what I have proposed is I'm going to take this piece of plywood, and then I'm going to take a board, and I'm going to put a dovetail in the plywood, that direction and this direction, and then I'm going to have a slider that will make my oval. So here we go. Okay, this is what I made. I used the dovetail bit on my router table, and I cut across, you can see here, on a piece of wood, and then I made a dovetail slider inside. So then what happens is that one dovetail slider goes this way and the other one goes this way, and then what I'm able to do is I screwed it in at the 2 different lengths. Once I mount it to the board that I'm going to do the oval on, then I'll be able to run this around and it will make my oval. Let's give that a shot. I used a pin nailer and just pinned it into place. Now, the beauty of pin nails is they're small enough that you don't have to worry about them showing. So let's give this a shot, see what it does. This jig was so simple to make and use, I cannot imagine why anybody would purchase one. It really is one of those things that if you need to make ovals, you can make 1,000 of these easily. There we go. And it doesn't show very well, I'm sure, on camera, but this dimension here is 38 inches, and this dimension here is 30 inches. It's perfect and beautiful, and now it's time to cut it out. When mounting this jig, you're going to have 2 measurements for the oval. You can have the long measurements and you can have the short measurements, right? And then the matters is that the horizontal is with your measurement. So when you're doing, in this case, 30, it's going to be 19 inches and 15 inches. The 19 inches is going to be this horizontal, and then the 15 inches is this vertical, but when you twist it, this 15 inches will now be trapped in the dovetail this side. So that will do it, and that's how you mount this. I just, like I said, I used pin nails, and that worked perfectly. Held it just long enough that it needed to be drawn, and I'm very pleased with this jig. Good. Finally, after every woodworking project, you should always count your fingers. You end with 10. Good job.